Hey, yo, he signed out already.
He did. He said bye.
Oh wow, he didn't lose.
That's
See?
good, you know.
Dude,
Damn.
he just did his thing. He's like,
Letting them
"Bow,
end it.
I'm out."
He did a
And he's
mic
calling me
drop.
right now.
Peace
He's calling me
out.
right now. He
He
clicked
killed
and he's
it.
calling me right now.
He's
Yeah.
he just spit it out though.
Hey,
I
no,
mean,
he
like,
really, he
last part,
freaking, that was
he didn't even
impressive.
stutter.
That was
Yeah,
impressive.
not even a stutter, just boom.
Ride slow, ride slow. We're getting going to different hoes. Yeah, the night is slow. We're riding low. Yeah, we're getting going to different hoes. Yeah, I'm paranoid. I'm paranoid. I'm paranoid. Bitch, I'm paranoid. Yeah, I'm paranoid. I'm paranoid. I'm paranoid. Bitch, I'm paranoid.
Testicles, 1, 2, testicles.
Yes, we back. Bro, guess what?
What?
I got my PhD and STD.
Wait, you got an STD? Ooh,
Yup, I
you're
got my
shit.
PhD and STD. I got my shit talking degree.
Ooh, freshly graduated. Welcome to Parent
Yeah.
Radio Podcast. You already know what this is. This is your boy Trebles Garcia, and joining me again in the ones and twos is the best co-host on the motherfucking planet, Big Tank. Salute, my boy.
Salute. What's going on?
That is dope. Hey, you got your fucking STD? Damn.
I got my STD. Hey, we changing. We taking the word over. We taking it back. All right.
That is right. You already know what this is. This is the best show with the best content for the best fucking listeners. You, the probers, Probe Nation. We got that shit out the way. Technically, if you got your STD, you just gave all of us STD. Get it?
Believe that. I'm more contagious than the pandemic. Don't y'all forget it.
He's more contagious than the Delta variant. Ooh.
You.
That is dope. We have an amazing fucking show today, episode 56. We dropped one yesterday on 9 Scares. If you haven't heard it, go check it out. It's fun, it's fast, it's quick, it's quirky, it's all that good shit. But before that, Big Tank, it's a bird, it's a plane. Nope, it's Parano Radio. What is happening?
Yes, what is happening? You guys know the deal. I'm going to give you guys 2 stories. I'm going to take your 2 cents plus my 2 cents, and we're going to deposit that shit into the bank of knowledge.
Ooh, the bank of knowledge.
Yes. So, first one, a heavy doozy. NASA has released, believe it or not, NASA has released, hashtag go look it up. If y'all don't believe me, but y'all better be believing me. If not, you catching these hands.
Catching them hands. Mm-hmm.
So, the moon is going to start wobbling on its axis.
Wait.
They are saying...
Wobbling moon?
Yeah, it's going to do the wobble. They're going to do the lean with it, rock with it, lean with it, rock with it.
You won't be leaning and rocking with it if it really wobbles and something happens down here on Earth.
But tell me about it. Bro, they're saying that this is going to be over a time span of 10 years.
Wait, a 10-year wobble? Fuck.
Yes. So can you imagine all the oceanic activity that we're going to have? All the seismic shit that's going to be going on. Because the moon is a real heavy contributor to our planet.
Exactly. I could only imagine. I was reading online that NASA released this news, and they were saying that for the next 10 years, the United States and every other coastal city around the fucking planet will experience different types of shoreline. How do you say that? Phenomenons and high-rise tides. And I'm not talking about the little ones that hit your ankles. I'm talking about half the city being wiped off.
Bro, can you imagine that shit?
That is fucked up, dog. We already have issues in Florida. Florida is sinking as it is. For the past 30 years, Florida has been trying to pump water out. The city of Venice in Italy, Venice is about 3 months underwater. Literally, you go to a restaurant, you'll be fucking sitting on water. Like you're fucking...
You be swimming with the fishes.
Exactly. You'll have crocodiles and other shit. So it's not a fucking joke. Hashtag look it up. This is already fucking happening. There's water pumps pushing water out of Venice and Florida as is. And this is just top of the world, first class news. But think about all those third world countries that don't have sophisticated fucking technology to push this shit off. So, something to think about. But that is right. Big Tank, thank you again for those 2 fucking stories. You brought them in nicely again, kicking fucking ass for this giant finale, episode 56 and chapter 3 of volume 2 of this fucking amazing crossover with the RPHH heavy hitters. Yes, Big Tank, thank you. Please, everybody give him a round of applause. Ooh.
I like that. I like that. I like that. I'm already getting used to it.
Big Tank again. Now everybody, the next fucking couple of minutes, we have an amazing fucking show in collaboration with beautiful fucking people that have been here before. But today is not a conspiracy show. Today is a historical fucking show. I want you guys to take a little fucking moment of your day, sit down and relax and enjoy the next fucking few minutes because we're gonna be bringing a little bit of lucid fucking dreaming. Yeah, that's right. Fucking symbols like behind the all-seeing eye behind the fucking dollar bill. And on top of that, we're also bringing you an amazing.
Oh, I thought we were doing like a marching band or something.
I don't know
like
where your head's at. I don't know what the fuck. You just made my head roll. You're a fucking crazy ass. And also to end it off, we're going to be talking about the law of attraction with JB. So do not miss out. Make sure you check it out. This is the Red Pill Heavy Hitter fucking Chapter 3, Volume 2 crossover. Enjoy the fucking ride.
Salute.
Now, Big Tank, please allow me to jump from the deep end of the pool and set the fucking mood. Because today we have a very awesome episode. We have Volume 2, Chapter 3 of the Red Pill Heavy Hitter Conspiracy Podcast crossover. Damn, that's a fucking mouthful. Please help me out. And please give a warm welcome to
a Big Tank salute. How y'all doing? How y'all?
Fucking late.
This isn't me.
It's not you, Tank. Stop being fucking rude.
Oh my God. Sorry.
Please give a warm welcome to a returning champion, one of the 7 wonders of Paranormal Radio podcast.
Oh, that has to be me, right?
Oh yeah, the gorgeous, definitely, because you're fucking pretty. The gorgeous, the notorious crystal dealer, Reiki healer. # look it up, Kimberly DeVito. Welcome back.
Hello, everyone.
Salute.
Thank you
That's
for
right.
having me back.
No problem. And we have another GOAT. In addition to the 7 wonders of Paranormal Radio podcast, a blogger, podcaster, creative director, and positive energy cultivator, Morphe X from Breaking the Matrix podcast.
Was good. It's good to be on. I'm so humbled and honored to be back here. Thank you, fellas.
Right, that's right. Thank you. And we have another passionate person in the fucking building. He's been here before. Once again, from the deepest corner of the Big Apple, a lion god from the Empire State, bringing his power and knowledge and explicit freedom fighting talents. JB from the Fail Academy podcast. Woo, woo, woo.
Damn, son, that's a hell of an intro. Can I
that's
use
another
that?
mouthful. Yeah.
That was good. Thank you.
Good. Thank you. Thank you for
am-
being here.
I am glad to see you troubles that you using that big head for something else. All right.
Yeah,
I
that's
applaud that 110%. I 110%. Damn, that was work.
all right.
You earned
Tank.
yourself a cookie tonight.
You don't deserve an intro, okay? I'm not gonna give you an intro, so you're gonna be on the outro.
Because that's how
brother.
much I'm known that I don't need the intro.
All right,
Ooh.
Tank. All right, let's get this shit on the fucking road, guys. We have a very heavy topic episode, heavy on the spiritual side and light on the conspiracy because we have 2 amazing conspiracy episodes before this one. As you already know, we're gonna be dropping part 1 and then part 2, and then this is part 3. So I'm gonna give you guys a question, each and one of you, and hopefully you guys, let me know and make sure you emphasize on our ideas. Now, Kim, this is going to be with you. I know you've been on the show before and you spoke about Reiki healing, so I'm gonna bring it up a notch, and I want to see what you think about lucid dreaming. Have you ever had an experience with lucid dreaming, and how do you explain it coming from a spiritual person like you?
Yes. Okay. So for one, yes, I have experienced lucid dreaming. It can be fun and intense, scary, all in one. What lucid dreaming is basically that moment, if you've ever experienced it, it's that moment when you are dreaming and you actually realize, oh shit, I'm dreaming. Because it feels so real, like you tap into that dream state, that dream world, and you're like, okay, where am I? What am I experiencing? This is actually happening, but you're asleep. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
And it most commonly happens when we're when we're in like REM state, like that that rapid eye.
Isn't that okay? So
rapid
you brought that up.
movement.
I wanna that kind of rapid eye movement. That's a very historical event. As far as I know, correct me if I'm wrong. Lucid dreaming was not invented but founded by Greek philosophers in the 4th century BCE and introduced again in the 70s as a phenomenon when the US scientists were studying deep sleep with rapid movement, right? I think that's what happened. And then from there on, they started basically, I don't know if it has to do with connected with any spirituality. But
Oh no, I'm sorry. I mean, as far as the fact, I'm not quite sure, but I'm pretty sure you're right. But if you want to tie in the spiritual connection to it, when you really think about it, you think about it as we tend to go into these different state of minds. So it's like when we are awake, we're conscious, we're in the physical world, we are, conscious. And then when we're sleeping, we're in the dream realm, we're in the unconscious or even the subconscious, and we're in the sleep world. So when you're lucid dreaming, you are bridging or merging these two realms. Does that make
Have
sense?
Have you had this experience? Were you able to control your dream, or
Yes. So when I was very young, I was actually a frequent lucid dreamer, but being a youngster, I didn't really know that's what it was called or that's what I was doing. You know what I mean? Like, I just thought it was cool that I knew how to manipulate my dreams or access them. So like when you're a lucid dreamer, when you become like really in tune to it, let's say you're having a frightening, scary, horrible dream, you could actually shift the energy and change the world or change the realm or change whatever bad interaction is about to happen to you.
Do you think they're connected with your emotions somehow? Like if you're feeling angry, would you have an angry dream on the mosh pit that you're controlling the mosh pit, or a singer, or what's your take on that?
Well, I mean, I think, I believe sometimes that is possible. I mean, they say, like, let's say, for instance, we have a dream of like a tsunami or like a big tidal wave. That could be a correlation to like, you're very stressed out, like all month or this week or that day that you went to bed. So yeah, I feel like our emotions can definitely trigger our dreams and what we access. But I also think that our dreams are kind of like a pathway, almost like a pathway to higher self, or even like just a pathway to give us like a little bit of guidance, a little bit of like what we need, kind of like how you're saying, like our emotions, if we're angry or whatnot, maybe we'll have a dream, it'll give us a little guidance of like how to shift or why we're feeling so angry.
You know who mentioned that to me earlier today? I think it was today. Morphex told me that he's been having lucid dreams more frequently. Do you think maybe because his consciousness is being woke or picked up frequency or sound waves, or Morphex? Do you have you mind sharing?
Well, yeah. Well, honestly, it's been intensifying more and more. To be quite honest, ever since we started doing the RPHH and collectively building this movement, I feel like I'm under attack psychically and spiritually in my deep sleep, in my consciousness. So I feel like I'm getting these other words. Yes, literally. Damn. Yeah. So like I would wake up in the middle of the night and I'm trying to shake off whatever this feeling is in my dream. It's like it's tough. It's really tough to explain because it's like pulling me apart, and it's trying to undermine my confidence in myself and the light that I carry within me that I'm trying to project right into the world and through every soul I come in contact with. So
okay.
So these, I don't know, like this probably is lucid dreaming, but on a very dark scale. I don't know if otherworldly beings also interact with us.
It's possible.
It's possible, right, Kim?
Yeah, and well, they do say that just the dream dimension or the dream world, the dream realm itself can be the very essence of spirituality in that context.
Damn. And she said round, not flat earth, not ball earth. She fucking said round. That is dope.
Yeah, so I could see how we could definitely get spiritually attacked by other worldly beings or, entities or whatnot.
JB, do you have you ever felt this? Have you ever been able to control your dreams and manipulate them in any way?
Actually, quite often. Yeah, like even as a kid, I was definitely in tune to the dream game, and I've had quite a lot of fun with it too. Because, and when you're in a dream and you start getting used to that, and you realize that you're in a dream, now it's like the whole universe is open to you. Like I can fly, I can go fast, I can do this, I could turn that into that, and I did. And it's like you start harnessing it. It's a lot of fun. So if it happens, and you start getting more skilled at it or used to it, you can control those things. And even a bad dream, like even like a horror dream where like you're about to die, it's a dream. Yes. If you know it's a dream, then you just kind of like, all right, let's do this. Let's see, like put the knife in me. Let me see what happens. I know I'm dreaming, but you still got that thought in your head. Like I know it's a dream, but like, is it really going to happen? So,
has it ever happened to you? Has it ever happened to you, like when you're dreaming and you're dreaming that you're falling or an accident happened and then you jump in real life and you wake the fuck up?
That's
Like, you're
happened
like,
to
oh,
me.
shit.
Yeah, most
hell yeah.
people wake
I
up
never
right before
hit
they
the
hit.
ground. I always wake up before the actual impact.
Yeah, and like on a big jump. Now, Big
Yeah,
Tank,
a
you
big,
also
yeah,
mentioned that
you jolt out.
exactly.
I
Yeah.
got a small question for Kim, because sometimes I feel like there's someone sitting on my chest and I can't breathe. So I wake up
Sleep
screaming.
paralysis.
Sleep paralysis. Exactly.
Wow.
What is
Yeah.
that
Okay,
about?
Kim, is this a
That-
demon? Is this like an evil entity? Kim?
Could
You
be.
know, okay, I don't have the actual true answer to it, me personally, because I don't know, because there's different experiences. I feel like I've definitely have had a lucid dream and sleep paralysis all at the same time, and I'll tell you what, it's one of the most frightening
What?
experiences of your
Yeah,
life.
it sucks.
You do not know how to escape your body, like literally.
Yeah.
That's what it is. You're trapped inside, and you don't know how to. You could feel
You're
your
frozen.
You're frozen. You could feel your partner laying
Can't
on the
move.
side of you, and you
Yep.
want to reach out and like grab them. You're screaming in your head like help me, get me, wake me up, but you're not actually physically moving or screaming.
Wow.
Is it possible that there's entities that are actually forcing you down? Absolutely. Is that actually
I
what
think
is
it is.
happening? I don't know.
I know for a fact that if
listen.
go ahead.
I mean, real quick, like that happened to me once or a few times, but one time I was in bed and these dark shadow forces were all hovering over me. I couldn't move. I was in paralysis and I was frozen. And like one of them took his hand turned into like a claw. It was just a shadow, but he like gripped my arm and I was like just like gripped by it, and I was like screaming like, get off of me, and my girl who I was with at the time, she heard me like screaming and kind of like trying but not really getting it out, and she kind of pushed me out and she's like, oh my god, like you were literally like in a serious like state right there. And I was like, yeah, there was a freaking some kind of shadow demon that was clutched onto my arm.
You just fucking
totally
experienced Slender Man, bro. You experienced some, yeah. I mean, it could be a cryptid of some sort, but god damn, I can picture it right now.
Come to us.
You know what's
they'll
fascinating
do
though?
that shit.
What's fascinating is if you do if you do you could like search it like sleep paralysis. It'll commonly say that sleep paralysis is followed by hallucinations. So like kind of like how we're saying like maybe how you're saying you saw like a dark entity or these figures. They say that they call them hallucinations, but who's to say that they're actually
because they don't have an answer for it. They don't have
a valid answer for it. So I mean, it could make sense that they are.
Of course. Hey, Big Tank, you're like a livid lucid dreamer, right?
Yeah, I fucking am, without a doubt. I really am. I'm wild when it comes to my dreams. So I mean, okay, so first of all, I've always had this dream, and it's been multiple times where I have it, so I can actually pinpoint it.
Nice.
It repeats. The same one repeats.
Yeah, the repeater.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, and it's
Those are
always the same way. For some reason, I always envision myself in a cartel gunfight. That's
a cartel gunfight?
Yes.
That's fun.
That could be visions from a past life, man.
Yeah, that could be.
Oh, look at Morpheus bringing in his other life.
Wasted. It could be.
So,
so what happens?
I'm shooting. I'm just straight blasting.
Is your gun working? Does your gun shoot bullets? Okay.
No, I like that. I like where you're going with that. Okay, so I'm shooting. So I finally SWAT tactical move. I pull up and back at somebody, and I always point that gun at somebody. It's always a different person, but it's always the same thing. And I'm about to blow his heads out.
I'm gonna add sound effects while you're okay. Go.
All right, ready? And then I point the gun, and he just like straight clocks. Okay, and it always happens that I look at it like, what the fuck? I try to pistol whip him, and he drops me.
Jammed? The gun jammed?
Yes, the gun like straight up jammed. Like it must have shot. It was like those Mexican movies where the gun shoots 100 rounds, never changes the clips or anything. And then literally I try to pistol whip him. He knocks me down, and he always points a gun at me. He's about to pull the trigger, but that's when I say, "Okay, time to wake up." And
man.
So you're a Mexican Rambo using Chinese guns. Damn.
No.
Yeah.
Well, pretty much.
Garbage guns.
Yeah. I swear. And
You guys
I've
are
had
crazy.
this dream more than 20, 30 times. And
Wow.
I enjoy it.
Holy.
It's like I'm playing Battlefield.
Groundhog Day.
Bro, is it kind of like when you're watching a movie and you watch it 30 times, and each time you watch the movie you see something different you didn't see before, and it's like you keep repeating it? That's pretty cool, bro. That's fucking dope, dog. I have
so
something like that.
You're in this dream, right, Tank? You know it's the dream when it's happening.
Exactly.
You're like,
That's exactly
we're in it again. This time the gun's gonna work.
No, and the whole thing is that I'm able to change the gun right before the dream starts, so I know what's happening. I'm literally going through loadouts. Like, okay, no. How do I want to live today? But
that's a little fucking crazy, dog. That's crazy, bro. That's, you know what? Now that you're mentioning loadouts and all this stuff, I'm gonna switch the tempo up a little bit. The next question is gonna go for Morpheus, because I want to hear your amazing, talented knowledge come out right now. Now, you were on the show before for season 2, and as a matter of fact, I never shared this with you guys. On December 29th, we dropped it, and I remember that date was because that was my birthday. We recorded on my birthday, and I dropped it on my birthday. So it was to me, it was like you know, it was we had reached about 3K plays, views on our show, and I was like, you know, it's a very important number for me. It was like you know, and then we had him. He had about 95K people, so he was like the famous Morpheus to us, and he still is. Don't get me wrong, but it was you know, it was a big moment. So back on that season, I mean, yeah, in that season, in that chapter of the episode, we spoke about twisted emblems. We spoke about corrupted and symbols of the past that come to haunt us now. And so I'm going to give you a question, Morpheus, because I know you brought in a badass episode for us last time. So from what I understand, and I barely did some fucking research on this, I understand that the swastika doesn't only mean, now it means racism and supremacy, white supremacy and Nazi, right? But in the past, it used to represent life, purity, divinity, the god thunder Zeus, prosperity, luck. And it's also used in a lot of Hindu marriages, right? Like a ceremonial. That's right. Sometimes for ceremonial purposes.
They even sometimes paint it on their foreheads.
Oh, wow. See, if I see that, I see white supremacy off the spot. And I don't know if it's because that's what I've been indoctrinated to believe in. But do you believe that these symbols have some type of power in the past that they try to corrupt, or basically say that it's the wrong, like up is down and what down is up?
Pretty much. Symbolisms carry weight, carry messages, and carry energy alongside with them. That's why Hitler, when he was, because they were involved in heavy occult, dark energy and trying to uncover all this stuff. So he went after all these symbolisms and tried to flip them on their head to use it for their own agenda of overtaking the world. Now, with the swastika being a prime example, as you're using, it's benign, it's innocent, it's harmless in its origins, let's say, but it has been corrupted, and that is basically the mission of Jesuits and the Messianic secret societies. They take whatever is innocent and turn it into something demonic and devilish and use it against the world. Because why? Because most people will not even notice it happening in front of their faces. That is why there's the all-seeing eye of Providence, eye of Horus, on top of a pyramid in the back of the USD $1 bill. You know, because for most people, they won't tune in. There's something deeper hidden in between the lines there, right? So that's why all these hidden symbols are all over the place. It's projected subconsciously into our minds. And whether people realize it or not, we're being conditioned to accept the new world order. And these are symbols of the people who are implementing the new world order. And honestly, if you look around you, we are living in the new world order as we speak. You know? So, yeah.
It's
go ahead. No, go ahead.
It's funny that you mentioned the Jesuits, because I was going to mention, and I think Big Tank or Kim could add on to this. The Catholics, and I come from, I have a second set of family. My adopted parents are fully on Catholic, and I noticed something. Even when they do the Trinity, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, and they do that they kiss, and they're actually doing an inverted cross on their chest and forehead, and that's what? You could look it up. When the priest gives you the blessing, he's doing an inverted. an inverted cross on your chest and arm. And I think that has a very spiritual power. They're using the symbol, but inverted, and they're putting in that energy on you, manifesting it on you. And that, that passes on to other masses. Think about all the energy and all the people that are watching the Pope do this on to others, and how many villages and how many countries he visits throughout the year. So he's doing it in a mass scale, global scale, pushing on this negative energy upon people. That is crazy. Through religion.
It's interesting that you brought that up. I mean, growing up as a kid and with a Christian background, and again, this was the church that I went to. I don't know if this is all Christian churches, but for the one that I went to, they were against doing that because of that very reason. They said it was almost blasphemous because it's almost like you're mocking, the Holy Trinity, and also like wearing like the cross where Jesus is on it. It's almost like instead of wearing it as a like in honor of him, you're like wearing it as, I guess, like as blasphemy, like kind of like.
I'd like to add to that. Let's say someone shoots you with a gun or stabs you with a knife. Are you going to wear that as a way to remember the person you've just lost?
No.
Right.
Yeah.
So
No.
Jesus suffering on the cross is what they want to
I got
keep
nothing
reminding
against the
everybody.
cross or the people that wear it. It's just for me. People don't realize, once again, as we're discussing Trebles, these symbols, and they're innocent, but there's a message attached to it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I never identified with the Jesus on the cross with the nails and the blood and the thorns in his head and in the churches. I always thought that was just like really not appropriate.
Yeah.
Or what do you believe in symbols? Do you think that these symbols are being used? Like, for example, I think at this point I understand. I'm not going to embrace it. But why do you think the only dollar? Out of the U.S., all the dollars that we have, like you have the 1, the 5, the 50, the 80, the 100, the 20. Out of all of them, the one that we used to have an 80. We used to have an 80 in the 90s. I'm a 90s baby. I'll let you know that right now. Hashtag look it up. So,
then we also had a 500. You forgot that one too, then.
Well, okay, I've never seen it, bro. I do believe that the one, because of the symbols. Oh, we have a 2. That's right. That's right.
Yeah, the $2 bill.
Those are the ones that never changed. Number one, not only, I don't think it's only because of George Washington in the front, but necessarily because the pyramid in the back. Because one of the most strongest symbols that the United States was built on, kind of like the monolith. What's it called? The memorial. What's it called? The Washington Monument. Another show of power. That symbol of the monolith represents power, and in a lot of different states of the world. So
not only shows power, those generate power. Those are
power with the energy frequency.
Yeah.
Explain that a little bit.
Well, okay, so in the, like, for instance, I sell crystals. If I sold you like a what I call a generator or a tower of quartz, what that tower or that generator is going to do is very much what it's saying it's going to do. It's going to generate an immense amount of energy at the very point of it, at that tip. And that energy is pointed up to the heavens, to the sky. It's harnessing and pulling down that high vibration or the angelic energy or God's wisdom into that obelisk or that that focal point. So that's why they're all over. That's why the pyramid, the shape of the pyramid itself, what are they? They're actual power plants. They're energy, like they're source of energy.
Solace Reiki with the energy talk. Make sure you hashtag look it up. She does have crystals for sale, and we're not using crystal meth. Actually, real mineral crystals that use power.
Reiki Solace.
I think she gifted me some, and they are shaped like that. And I was wondering why, but now I have a perfect explanation. That is beautiful. That is dope. I really enjoy that. I enjoy that you guys are sharing all this knowledge with me. Now, JB, I'm gonna give you this opportunity, and I'm really looking forward for this because you have a volcano of power and a volcano of knowledge ready to blow up. And I kind of want to direct it to a specific area, and I want to get your knowledge. I am running a blank here. I do not know exactly what I'm going to ask you. So give me your 2 cents and take it to the bank of knowledge. Ready?
Law of attraction.
The law of attraction, bro.
Is that something you want to discuss?
Yes. People seem like it's some type of pseudoscience in combination with karma style belief and systems. But to you, what is the law of attraction?
I love the law of attraction. It's like one of my favorite topics, and I've been kind of like pursuing it for a long time. But in its basic form, it's a science, I guess. I mean, it is a science for those who philosophize or believe in it. But its simplest form is it's your thoughts mixed with the feelings connected to those thoughts, the words you speak that create the actions you take, create your reality, create what you are going to attract. So people just don't realize how powerful their thoughts are, and the words that they say and the feelings that they feel. So a lot of people will say, all right, yeah, I'm going to be positive. I'm going to think, I'm going to think good. And they think, yeah, okay, I'm going to be successful. I'm going to be this. But then immediately after the feelings that they connect with it are, well, how am I going to pay the bills? And oh my God, what's going to happen with this? They don't have an abundance mentality. Yeah, so it's not just like your thoughts, but it's like the thoughts and feelings that are connected to those thoughts that really send the message to the universe that is going to create your reality. So I believe we are all creators of our realities, and there are no victims. Like, we have created this. Maybe it's karmically, like from other past lives, that you still have to pay some debts, because it's certain people you think, oh, they're just, they're innocent. They didn't do anything wrong. And how did this happen to them? We don't know. It could have been something like that, but that's a different topic. So the law of attraction is it's that in its simplest form. And to make an example, I have a perfect example. Like, I was in the restaurant industry for years, and these are true stories, but like one guy who was always complaining, always negative, always talking about how he has no luck, he has no this, he never gets the right tables, he never gets this. That guy would always wind up with like the worst people. He would get like the worst tips, and things would just never go his way. Another guy who was just had an abundance mindset, and he wasn't like trying to do anything. He just had that belief that he was always going to wind up. He's at the end of the day, I'm going to make my money. It's always going to work out. No matter how it starts off, I'm going to get there at the end. And this guy always would just clean it up. And, he would always just get those tables that would come in, and they'd be the big spenders, and it just went his way. And you could see the two powers like right in front of your face. I was looking at both of them all the time. It was consistent. This guy always had a black cloud over him, and this guy was always just bringing it in, just a magnet. He was a magnet for money. And he wasn't even a cool dude. He wasn't even a nice guy. He was a cocky, arrogant guy, but he had that abundance mindset. He believed it, and he wasn't questioning whether he was going to get there. He knew he was going to get there no matter what was going on.
Sounds like a mini tank.
Never.
That's how Tank acts sometimes. He walks around like he owns the place, and people believe it. He owns the fucking planes, and I love that about him. It's it's beautiful. It's beautiful because you start trying to mimic that, and then you become the winner. That's gorgeous. That's I think
you gotta fake it till you make it.
It's contagious. It's contagious. I mean, but negativity is also.
Yeah.
Actually, negativity is more contagious. You actually have to be more of the gatekeeper of your own mind than, in other words, like if you don't control your mind will control you. So you've got to be actively aware of your thoughts, actively aware of how you're projecting out, because it's easy to not be aware of it. And you don't even realize how much you're thinking about certain things that you're attracting to yourself that you need to be aware of. It's like a garden. You can't let the weeds just like run rampant. So and people just, they don't take it seriously.
Yeah.
You know, they think that, that doesn't mean anything, but it does. Like all that.
Do you think this is why? Do you think this is why maybe when, for example, you're surrounded by, let's say, I'm gonna use these fucking words, fuck it, drug addicts and people that are on a low frequency, that are not that are lazy, they don't want to work, or they're they're living that specific lifestyle in a negative way. Do you think that when one of them leaves the city, one of them stops gangbanging, and one of them decides to get a fucking job and stop going to prison and start feeding his family and start becoming bigger, better, stronger, and more on a higher frequency, you lose out on those friends, and those friends leave you, and then you attract a different set of people that are your fucking frequency, kind of like how we met, how Morpheus put us all together.
Absolutely.
You think that's maybe
we're not here by accident. Yeah, we're not here by accident. Like we attracted this moment. Like we're here at this moment because we led ourselves to this. Everything we've thought of and got us, the actions we take, has brought us together. Like we were ready for this. The universe said, "Okay, you guys are ready. Here you go." The universe is just waiting to give you whatever you want. It's just that the universe is going to give you whatever you kind of like just project and think about constantly. Whatever you focus on is going to come to you. And most people focus on the fear, like I don't want to get sick, I don't want to this, and they thinking about it, and then they get sick, or they don't have good luck.
Do you think maybe the law of attraction? Do you think maybe the law of attraction works kind of like how the Bible depicts faith? And
I
I'm
was
gonna give you an
about to say
example.
that. I
Yes.
was about to say that. Like law of attraction to me is a new age speak for faith.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Mhm.
and it's just been relabeled, rebranded.
Now, what
for the
is faith, Morph?
faith?
Describe faith. What is this? Describe it.
Okay, so faith is the belief in the unknown, that it is ruled or reigned or overseen or governed by a higher intelligence in which you place your full trust to and you
Mhm.
submit to, knowing that no matter what happens, you are looked after. And that
Excellent.
despite all the challenges and pitfalls of life, that if you continue to keep faith and having the law of attraction, things will work out, that things will indeed work out, that there's a
Mm.
lesson behind everything, and there's a
Mhm.
blessing behind every lesson.
Yes.
You
Yeah.
know, so
Just
Well
a
said, Morph.
relabel,
yeah,
like a
y-
relabeled a word for faith. You know, it's funny that you said that because the Bible also states there is nothing new under the sky.
mm,
I think that's
Mm.
what the Bible. So what they do is even songs get rebooted, movies get rebooted. They get out of the vault, they remake them with
Yeah,
CGI.
you're
You
right.
by
know
the
what I
way,
mean? So everything gets reimagined.
yeah, the cold card rebranded to COVID. Continuing.
Whoa,
Wait,
COVID
Morph.
ID.
Now, what about people? What about people that they have faith, but they don't take action? Like they just sit there and they're waiting for things to change because they have faith, but they're not actually going out there and making the change with that faith. Like,
Well,
is that like a trap?
that is a trap, because having belief without action it doesn't create traction
It's
in the
not really
universe.
belief, right?
Exactly. So the universe, you're sending signals into the universe of what you want. Yes, but the universe is going to wait on you. It's like a boomerang. What are you going
Yes.
to
Yes.
do about it? What
That's right.
steps
That's
are
right.
you going to take to activate
Right.
your faith, to put it in
Yep.
motion, you know?
Yeah.
To give it a good little finale here. I've also like kind of like Kimberly DeVito. I come from also now my other set of family, we were Protestants and not apostolic. So we were apostolic, sorry. So they teach like, you have to be a servant of God and you have to serve God in a certain way. So not that I believe in it now fully on, but there was a member of the church, a brother of the church, because that's what you call them. He went through a divorce. He was having like this dark cloud around him, but he was still he was still a member of the congregation. And what happened was he lost his job, he lost his wife, he lost his house, he was living in a fucking car. And he was saying, as long as I'm Christian and I believe in God, a check will come in the mail. And I was like, what the fuck? No, bro. Dude,
Yeah.
you gotta get your ass up. God is gonna
Yeah.
give you the strength to get up in the morning, the power,
Yeah.
the food, and then you have to cook the food, and then you have to put shoes on, and you have to walk your ass and
Yes.
get an application and apply for a job.
Yes.
And he's gonna open the door for that manager to call you up and give you the job, the position. That's how the job is gonna come to
Right.
you, bro.
Yes.
To put
You
it
know,
simply,
Well said.
to put it simply, God helps those who help themselves. It's not
Yes.
gonna
Yes.
just land on a silver platter in the palm of your hands. You have to use your hands to build whatever you want.
That's right. That's
Yes.
right. Now,
Well done.
guys, you guys gave me an amazing fucking episode, and I don't
Top
know
notch.
I don't know how much to fucking give you my gratitude. But I'm going to give it up to every single one of you right now. Please, Solace, Reiki, Kimberly DeVito, please let them know where they can find you, and make sure you share your website so they could hit you up for those crystals.
Sure. You guys can find me at solacereiki.net, or you can find me on Instagram at solacereiki.
Yup. At Solace Reiki on Instagram. Make sure you hit her up. She has the crystals that heal. Now, Morpheus, let them know where they can find you.
Got my official website, breaking-the-matrix.com. I'm also on patreon.com/breaking the matrix. And on social media, you can look for me, morphe.x. And I'm pretty much everywhere.
That's right. That's
Yes,
right.
he is.
Yeah.
Now, JB from the Fail Academy podcast, make sure you let them know where they can find you.
At this moment, you could find me on Instagram at the Fail Academy, and you can find the Fail Academy podcast on all platforms, Apple Tunes, Spotify, all those, and then just in Facebook, Fail Academy on Facebook, and that's pretty much it. And now I'm on Getter, GETTR, I think it is, or GETRR. It just came out. It's a really cool play. It's basically the competition of Twitter, so I'm excited about it. It's non-censored, and
That's right.
I'm just
That's
getting
right.
started on that. And you got
If you-
Gab and you got Rumble, so you can find me. But hey, you reach me out. You mostly find me on Instagram and now Telegram, and just reach out, say what's up, and drop a line, drop a comment. Feedback is always welcome.
I love that. I love that. Make sure you hit them up. If you guys take a listen, if you guys enjoy Paranormal Radio Podcast, you are going to definitely, and you're a Red Pill Heavy Hitter fan, and if you're into conspiracies, heavy topics, hit up JP, the Fail Academy. He will knock you off your fucking socks with all the stuff he has to say. So hit it up. Make sure you leave a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I just want to do for our brother Perception Real, who couldn't make it on Volume 2. Him and his wife contribute a lot to the Red Pill Heavy Hitters. He brought in a lot of people to the private group we got going. We got 130 people right now. So make sure if you're on Telegram to search for Red Pill Heavy Hitters and follow Perception Real at Perception_Real on Instagram.
Love it. Perception Real, mad love and respect.
He'll be back for Volume 3.
That's right. We hope to hear from you soon. Take care of yourself, and massive love and wealth and health to you and your family. Big Tank, right before we close this, I want to end this amazing episode with a little fuck you, Tony. Fuck you, Ezekiel. Are you guys ready? All right. So, okay. So, how come there is the letter D on fridge, but not on refrigerator? Come on, guys.
Fridge.
Is there, how the fuck is there a light in the fridge but not in the freezer? I mean, a life hack? Anybody? Okay. I wanted to make you guys laugh. Maybe
no, you're wrong. Because mine has it. Mine actually has one for the.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
There's got to be a light in the freezer, no?
Mine doesn't. Mine is
Mine has a light.
What do you have?
I got caught slipping.
Yeah, mine has a light.
I never thought of it. I'm gonna go check after this, though.
guys,
you have the answer to the D?
No.
There is no answer.
Unfortunately, the D even fell out Paranoid Radio, so I don't know where the fuck the D went.
The D's on the loose.
It's silent.
For real.
No.
But what about, okay, so if you wear cowboy clothes, technically aren't you in ranch dressing? Huh? No? You gotta start fucking slow today.
corny.
Whatever, bro. Whatever. I work hard on these fucking Tony. Big Tank, please let them know where they can find you.
You guys know the deal. This is your boy Big Tank. Hit me up at eknat.ivix. Once again, eknat.ivix on all your major social platforms. Let me know if you guys have anything that you guys want to add on for what is happening. If you guys want to come on the show, or if you just want to duke it out with words, I am your local resident shit talker, and I am here for that.
That's right. That's right. This is the Red Pill Heavy Hitters, Volume 2, Chapter 3 in Paranoid Radio Podcast. Make sure you hit us up on paranoidradiopodcast.com, paranoidradiopodcast.com, and you can find me at Trebles Garcia, Trebles Garcia, on all social media platforms. That is Snapchat, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Make sure you hit us up also on Facebook. We're growing. Add us up, subscribe, hit us up on Instagram. Again, follow the Red Pill Heavy Hitters, Morphe.x from Making the Matrix, JB, the Fail Academy podcast. Make sure you leave a 5-star review on both their podcasts, please, and on ours, because we're the best show for the best people, for the best listeners, you, the probers, Probe Nation. ParanoidRadio.com was here to serve you with the Red Pill Heavy Hitter Gang crew. Thank you to every single one of you for being out here. Solace, Reiki, mad love and respect to you. Thank you for being here and joining us once more.
Thank you.
Boom. Blow your fucking mind.